ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bad hits. Subscribe.
This thing, wow. Merry Christmas, you guys. What's up? It's ShartimusPrime here doing another Marvel Legends figure review. Not a Marvel Legend, but the Spider-Man classic Snap-on Scuba Gear Spider-Man. It is also Throwback Thursday. This figure came out quite a while ago, and it was given to me a year ago. Big thanks to my father-in-law for giving me this Christmas gift. He gave me this amongst a bunch of other gifts. Anyway, this figure was released by Hasbro. It came out quite a while ago. You can see on the back over here, we get this really cool wave of figures, actually, because it has the McFarlane Spidey in it. A repainted McFarlane Spidey, which I do have, and a Matt Gargan Venom, based off my favorite Venom body mold. So it's not a total throwaway wave over here. And you get this read up on Spider-Man and his underwater adventures. If you want to read that, pause it now. Anyway, let's get to it and crack this thing open. Here's Scuba Gear Spider-Man with all his scuba gear off to the side, and this is just looking at the body mold. Now, unfortunately, these toys aren't really made for adult collectors. These are straight up toys, you know what I mean? And it kind of sucks only because when Toy Biz was in charge of the line, they're making these figures for adult collectors and children at the same time, which I thought was really cool. Remember Dave Vonner telling me he was really proud of that. But I will say that the overall sculpt of the figure isn't too bad. Now, the head sculpt is probably the best part of this figure. I'm sure people have used this head sculpt for customs before, and I'm not really sure if this head sculpt came from a different Spider-Man figure or not, but it's actually a pretty good head sculpt. Got some nice lines sculpted in there and everything, and the eyes look pretty good. There's no real paint or anything kind of defining those lines, but you know, it still looks pretty good. We get a sculpted spider logo right there, along with the one on the back. Unfortunately, moving these joints right here really creates some rub on the shoulders, so you can even see the paint coming off right there and right there. You get these textured lines and everything right here throughout the rest of the figure. You even get those classic Spider-Man suit web lines right there on his hands. Then no shadowing or anything on the rest of this figure, and then he has all his fins right there on the back. Same thing with the back of the forearms. And before we put any scuba gear on this guy, his head cannot really move up at all. It doesn't even really move down either. It rotates side to side, no neck pivot. Shoulders move outward that much, and even that does, you know, a bit of the wear. You get some movement going forward. He bends at the elbow, and then his wrists hinge in and out. So no rotation throughout the arm at all. You do get a waist swivel over here, no diaphragm joint or ab crunch. We do get hips that move outward, and they do move forward, and no thigh rotation. Bend at the knee a little bit more than 90 degrees, and then the ankle moves up and down. So no rotation on the leg either. So we get a total of 3 accessories for Scuba Spidey over here. You can see here's his oxygen tank and everything, and his helmet that's all attached and connected as one piece. And then he does have his flippers, which are pretty cool. You know, they have some sculpt going on right over there. You know, there's no L or R right here. You get a 1 and a 4, and I don't think it really matters if, you know, which flipper goes on whatever foot. So let's see. I think I had it the other way around before, but yeah, those snap on very easily. And then putting this whole backpack thing on here, it's not too difficult. Just get this on here. You want these pieces coming from underneath here, so you're gonna go down and underneath with each of these. So let's see if we can do that. Down, and I guess you don't have to have it come through, but it's actually better that way. So there's that one. This through here, and then put this through here. Pull that up, and then move it down. Or you could go this way too, actually, having it go underneath like that. Actually, that'll look better. Wow, this is a little kid's toy and I screwed it up. I can brain. Okay, so that's all set, and then we could just put the helmet on, and there he is. And here we have our complete Scuba Spidey. Yeah, you know, I was never really into scuba versions of superheroes or anything like that when I was a little kid. And right now, as an adult, I'm more of a showering man instead of a bathing man, but yeah, I would have loved to have done a mini skit. That would have been great. And this isn't actually a terrible design for the kids, you know what I mean? The articulation isn't hindered at all by the straps over his shoulder. You could still move his head around actually just quite fine, but it didn't really even move around that much to begin with. So the design for the helmet isn't too bad. It does remind me of a football though, right? It's kind of like a blue and black football at the top of his head. No? Anyway, he's got some lines sculpted right there on the side. Then you can see his regular Spidey eyes coming through there. It's kind of a neat design. Not too bad. The figure is just a little back heavy, but it's not too bad. You can get him standing upright okay. With all his gear on and everything, Scuba Spidey stands just under 7 inches tall. Here's Scuba Spider-Man compared to the regular Spider-Man from that same wave. Cyborg Spider-Man, McFarlane Spider-Man, and the Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Now, even though figures like this are practically useless for an adult collector's collection, it is still very endearing to get this from a relative. And I'm sure other adult collectors have gotten action figures like this. And if you have, let me know in the comments below. And this figure is awesome because it came from Steve. Thank you so much, man. Anyway, I hope you guys liked my video. If you did, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button right there. Check out my last 2 videos on the side. And if you haven't already, check out the Shartimus Wank channel and MarvelousNews.com for the latest and Marvel-related news. I'll catch you guys later. Peace. And stay tuned, Amazing Spider-Man 2 Mayfix Spider-Man figure coming up Saturday.